What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar and welcome back to the ICBA. This is going to be a very unique video. It's going to be a double header back to back with my weeks 9 and my weeks 10 battle. Just a quick rundown for you. These games did not matter literally whatsoever. They did not matter in the slightest, and because of that, I didn't do them live comm. I wanted to hide as much as I could from my opponents, especially Milotics and Matt, who are my last two. Well, I don't know why I said especially them, but both of them I had a chance of playing round 1 in playoffs, so I didn't want to reveal anything that I didn't have to. I was guaranteed top 2 seed, and both of these guys were could either be second to, or well, 7th. I was going to say second to last in the playoff race, but that sounds really stupid. So basically, these games don't mean anything to me, but they mean a lot to some other people. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot to some other people. I can lose both of these games on purpose, still keep second, and I can knock DS out of playoffs, which means that I wouldn't have to face one of the worst teams for me in matchup. I could win both of them and just let luck go where it goes for them. I could strategically lose one and not the other and knock somebody out of playoffs. I could do a whole bunch of different things. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. However, I didn't really care. Realistically, it was more so just about, doing like, it was about making sure that I gave myself the best chances in playoffs. So hiding what I'm bringing, as well as any results, I was okay with. So first game we're going up against Milotics. This game was very difficult for me to build for because of the Giratina. It meant that my Lando couldn't sweep him very easily. He also had a Volcarona, which was a massive setup threat versus me, because I don't have that many physical rock type moves, and the ones that Volcarona could set up on, I couldn't even run techs like Rock Slide or something like that. So it was very difficult prep. So let's go ahead and we will get right into it. This is my first time using Citra for post comms too, so let me know if you guys like it. I like it a lot. So my opponent, he's going to be leading off with the Mew. Why is it lagging so bad? What the hell? Why is it lagging? Hello? Let me close some stuff. Either way, why is it lagging so bad? I don't understand. Let me close down Discord, see if that helps at all. So oh well, the pretty graphics is enough. I guess I could do it in post-com on DS, but oh well, I'm already here. So basically my mindset was getting things chipped down for my Milotics to win. My Milotics had a really good matchup with the moves that I'm running, and on top of that, he doesn't have much to switch into the combination of moves that I brought. I'm not going to say everything because I don't think I revealed them all, which is pretty important. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. Super weird. I'm gonna close down Chrome too. See if that helps. So right now I'm in a position to where I have his Mew weakened a little bit, not a whole lot, but I can just fire off Dracos and I can start like wearing down his team quite a bit. If I'm able to get this Scizor weakened, then my Lando has a really good time. I do have HP fire on my Lando, so it's really easy for me to, let me actually make this a little bit faster. It's a little bit faster. Can I do this? There we go. That's a little bit faster. Might be a little too fast. I really like this. I like being able to like play around with it, and I'm glad you guys are getting to see me do it too. And we'll do that. 1.25. So as you can see, he's going to go into his Mew. I'm also running Speed Pass on my Scolipede. My Speed Pass on my Scolipede, it allows me to pivot around a bunch of different things. It allows me to also have really good pivoting with U-turn on my Lando, meaning that his Mew will never be able to hit me with a really powerful Ice Beam. So right here, I'm going to go into my Clef. It is my standard check to this thing. He goes for Dragon Claw, revealing to be physical. That's pretty interesting to me. That means that he is actually not going to be like a really special set. So that's pretty cool. So right here, I'm going to go for the Moonblast as the Mew comes in. It does a good chunk. However, I don't want him to set up on me. I don't want him to recover up for free. So I'm going to try to make an offensive switch, and I'm going to go into my Scolipede here. By going into my Scolipede, I actually ruin a lot of what he could want to do with Mew. I can go for a Mega Horn right here, do a lot of damage. If he goes into his Scizor, I could, in theory, be running like Rock EMZ and do a lot of damage to him. So it's very possible for me to get off a lot of damage. Here I'm going to go for the Mega Horn, and as you're going to see, it's going to do a good amount of damage, and on top of that I get a crit, and he sees that I'm Life Orbed. So this Pokemon, while it has good potential versus him, it's not the best thing in the entire world versus him. So right here, I'm going to Baton Pass out into my Lando. As I said before, I very well could. I get the Intimidate off if he wants to be like SD or Bulk Up or something like that, but he just goes for the Roost. Smart play. It gets him back up to a good amount of health, and now my Hidden Power Fire does literally 0 versus him. So it is very possible that he could just stay in and set up on me. So he's going to go into his Mew here as I click HP Fire. I didn't want him to set up for free versus me. That's why I went for the HP Fire. And right now I'm in a really good spot because I can just click U-turn or knock off, and I can do a lot of damage. As you're going to see, I click knock off, I get a crit, and I do a lot of damage to him. So he's going to click Ice Beam here, and because of my investment, I'm actually going to live this super comfortably, which is really good. And now I can just click U-turn because I outspeed this thing, and I can pivot out into literally whatever I want. I want to bring in something that doesn't allow his Scizor to come in for free that I can also pressure. So I go into my Steelix. He can't really set up on me for free if he has Mono Bullet Punch, so that's why I went into my Steelix. He's going to go for a substitute here, revealing that he is the Slime Ball set of Whimsicott. He is going to be the Sub, Leech Seed, Encore, Stupid Whimsicott. I absolutely hate this set, but it is what it is. Here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch right out into my Clefable as he's going to click Leech Seed. Now he's going to click Encore. Next turn he's going to click Leech Seed. With this Leech Seed, I'm going to click Flamethrower until I die. He misses the Leech Seed, which is really important. It may or may not have mattered. I could be Magic Guard, I could be unaware. It doesn't really matter at this point. However, he is going to miss it. I click Flamethrower and I break the sub. And now you're going to see that he's going to fire off Moonblast as I fire off Flamethrowers until his Whimsicott does in fact die. I'm going to click Flamethrower here. It does about 40% or so. Wow, that did a lot more than I remembered. Never mind. And I get the burn. So this is definitely within 2-shot range. I could click a recovery move here, but I think that just going ahead and clicking Flamethrower versus this thing is the smarter play. Getting it out of the way so that way it can't potentially sub-seed up on a bunch of my other Pokemon is really important. So right here, he's going to go down to the Flamethrower, and what he does next is awesome for me. He's going to go into his Giratina, and he's going to click Iron Head. I am Babiri. I live this guaranteed because of my investment, and I can go ahead and I can fire off a Moonblast. That is going to put this thing directly in range of a bunch of different hits from my Pokemon, including my Scolipede's Poison Jab. So this is a very good situation for me. I can go ahead and I can get off some nice damage with my Clefable, and my Clefable is now no longer setup fodder for the Volcarona. So right here, I'm going to go into my Scolipede. I'm going to click Rock Slide. I believe I click Rock Slide here. Yes, I do click Rock Slide because I knew it killed the Giratina, as well as never allowing the Volcarona to come in for free on the potential Mega Horn. That was the whole idea behind that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Baton Pass, and I'm going to go back into my my Lando, as he's going to go ahead and click Roost, get back up to a good amount of health. Good play. Can't really knock him for it. But this Scizor is starting to be a really big problem. I lost my main fire type abuser in my Clefable early on in this game already, which sucks. Since I don't have an actual fire type, it's very difficult for me to kill that thing. I do click Rock Slide here. He's going to go into his Alolan Persian, and right here I'm going to just click Earthquake until I click U-turn. That's not this turn. I click U-turn, and then I go into believe I go into Steelix and I click Earthquake until I die. I believe that's what I do. I think I set up Stealth Rocks and then I click Earthquake until I die. So he's going to click Foul Play. As you're going to see, this is going to do very little damage to me because of my investment and because Persian is extremely weak. I did click Rock Slide there in case he decided to try to predict the Heavy Slam or something and go into his Volcarona. So whatever. He's going to go ahead and click Icy Wind here. I could be Gyro Ball. Unfortunately, I'm not. So that kind of sort of sucks. Yeah. So he's just going to keep firing off Icy Winds as I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kill this Persian with the next Earthquake. I have up Stealth Rock, so the Volcarona is going to be taking 50% upon entry, which is amazing for me. That's exactly what I need. So right here, I have a couple choices to make. I could sack off my Steelix, but if I switch out and I go for literally anything other than that, he could Quiver Dance up one time and sweep me. So I decided to sack off my Steelix instead of switching it out and trying to save it for the Mega Scizor. Could be a really big misplay. Not 100% sure at this point in time. He does reveal to be leftovers, which is really cool. But right now I can just go directly into my Scolipede and I can go ahead and I can click Rock Slide and kill this thing. And right now, right as I clicked Rock Slide, I realized I lost to Mega Scizor. By me, unfortunately, not having any other moves, it really hurts me. It hurts me quite a lot. So by me not having like HP Fire or literally anything, so I had to click Mega Horn. And I have to try to get this thing weakened. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And now he's going to set up Swords Dances on me, and I think it's pretty obvious where this is going. I'm going to end up losing to this Mega Scizor, which is pretty unfortunate, but I can think of a bunch of other ways that this game could have gone that would have been much worse for me. And as I said, these games do not matter to me whatsoever. So I think I kept a lot of things secretive in this game with what I could have been. So that's really nice. And I think he showed a really big wild card for him, being the especially defensive SD Bullet Punch Mega Scizor. Since I know that that's what he is from now on, I can prep for that, and I might be able to beat it now because of that. So I'm pretty happy with this. Even though I am losing, I'm still pretty happy with the way that the game ended. Me having a bunch of different opportunities to potentially beat down the Mega Scizor. So as you are going to see here, I'm going to try to Intimidate Shuffle to try to hopefully not die to Bullet Punches with my Jellicent. And fun fact, I'm not even Scald, so I can't Scald Burn him. I ran another tech move to try to hopefully beat down the Volcarona and not be set up fodder for Volcarona, which in turn I was set up fodder for the Scizor. So kind of sort of sucks, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go right into my Jellicent here, and he's gonna go ahead and click U-turn as it does more damage than Bullet Punch, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click a water. I'm gonna click Hex. I told him after the game that I had Waterfall, and that's why I didn't click Scald there. But either way, he's going to go ahead and he's going to kill me with the next Bullet Punch, and that is going to be the game. This game, while it's not the best for me, it's definitely not the worst. Definitely could have been worse. So next we have... Do I go like that? Yes, there we go. Next game we have is versus Matt O'Shea and the Montreal Milotics. This game was very difficult for me because I feel as though I don't have much for Matt's team. I don't have much for his offense. I don't have much for like DD Ments plus Mega Gallade plus Protean Gren is super scary for my team to switch into. But I also feel as though he doesn't have much for my offense. So I'm going to go into detail about what I brought here because the ending of this one doesn't really matter. I'm bringing Double Dance Lando, SD Rock Polish. I'm bringing Life Orb Lucario. I'm bringing... I forget what I'm bringing on Lottie. Bringing Bulky Clef, Bulky P2, Bulky Jellicent. So let's go ahead and hop into this game, because this game, in my opinion, is one of the most frustrating games that I've ever had in Draft League format, and I will tell you guys why as the game goes on. So, as you can see, my opponent is going to go ahead and lead off. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit. Configure. I want to slow this down to like that. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. So my opponent does lead off with his Mismagius, which is really interesting because I could have led off with a bunch of different things and threatened that thing, but he just led off with it, which is really cool. And then he's going to, I thought he was going to lead off with this Pokemon right here, the Lycanroc, because he was going to have Stealth Rocks and Taunt and things like that to prevent me from getting up my own rocks. So it is what it is. I make a hard play out here into my Jellicent, as he's going to read that perfectly and go for Crunch. This crunch damage does a lot, and he gets the defense drop, which is super unfortunate, because now I don't tank another one. So I'm gonna have to pull the trigger a little bit early on my Double Dance Lando, and I'm gonna try to use that to break through his team. With this thing poisoned, I know that its sash is broken, and depending on what items he has on everything else could just die at +2. So I'm kind of sort of expecting him to have Ice Fang, since he's revealed Crunch, to be able to do some damage. At -1, that Crunch is doing nothing. So right away, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up a Rock Polish as he goes for Stealth Rocks, which is amazing. Now I have even more health. I'm out of range of a Life Orbed Protean Grin's Water Shuriken, which is phenomenal. And right here, I could set up an SD, but this thing is so scary. I could set up an SD. If he has Ice Fang, he puts me in range of Water Shuriken, but he goes for Accelerock. If I set up an SD right there, I swept 6-0 with Lando as long as I hit my Stone Edges, which is super unfortunate. Lando is going to get another kill, and it is going to slowly climb up to kill leader. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fire off the Rocky MZ here. This Rocky MZ kills Mismagius 10 times. Not literally 10 times, but it kills him a lot. So by having this Mismagius gone, it opens up a lot of other doors on my team. It's a very, I don't want to say crucial mon to have gone, but it weakens a lot of what I'm weak to. I don't know how to word this. A lot of my walls are weak to Mismagius, whereas I have good checks to Protean Gren and Mega Gallade and things like that. So he's floating on an air balloon, so I have to click Stone Edge here. Luckily, I do connect it as I kill the Salazzle, which is phenomenal. So that's 3 kills for Lando. Imagine if I set up a Swords Dance. Oh my gosh. He's going to go into his Gren here, and he would click Water Shuriken here if he has it. I do not kill with Earthquake ever. Well, most of the time I don't kill with Earthquake, which is super unfortunate. So he lives. He's gonna go for the Surf, and he's gonna take out my Lando. If I set up the SD, I won this game right away, which is unfortunate, but it's understandable at the same time. So like why I didn't click SD. If he clicked Crunch or anything like that and he was Water Shuriken Gren, my sweep would have been cut very short. So here I'm going to switch out and I'm going to go into my P2. I get the special attack boost, which is phenomenal for me, as he's going to go ahead and click U-turn. This U-turn, it doesn't really matter too much, but he does get off a good amount of damage on me, and I believe I just fire off a Tri-Attack as he goes into his Mega Gallade. Now, this is where I had a really big 50-50 to make. I could stay in and I could just attack him, but if he clicks Bulk Up in his Drain Punch, I'm gonna struggle to kill this thing big time. So I'm gonna make a hard switch out into my Jellicent, as he's gonna make the read really well and click Zen Headbutt. Now this means that my Jellicent does live 1, which again is unfortunate. I'd rather it just die right away, that way I can like advance in this game. But he's going to click Zen Headbutt here, and he's going to do a good amount of damage to me. As I said, I do live it just barely. I was EV'd to tank 2 Zen Headbutts from this thing easily, and he's going to hit the next Zen Headbutt, which is totally fine. I hit a Stone Edge. So next up, coming in, I'm going to send in my Clefable, my amazing Clefable that I misgenned. I have Soft Boiled, Protect, Toxic, and Moonlight. Not Moonblast, Moonlight. If I had Moonblast right here, I would be able to just click it and kill this thing right away, and it was phenomenal. This was very scary for me because if he went into Salamence on me and set up, I lost right away. Because I can't beat this thing. I'm Magic Guard, not Unaware, so I have to spam Toxics. I don't want to be healthy whenever Mence comes in because he can be DDZ Fly, and I don't want to lose to that. So I want my Clefable to die. Here I did click Protect to get a little bit more toxic damage off because a +2 Zen Headbutt has a really good chance to kill me, or it does guaranteed kill me. I can't remember. I think from this range, I think it guaranteed does kill me. And because of that, I don't want to have to risk it. So he's going to click Zen Headbutt here, and he misses as I click Soft Boiled. This sucks. Because he's going to live. Wait, he died to poison. Maybe I'm stupid. I forgot how this game went. If he killed me there, I got to go into my Lucario, and I got to click Extreme Speed versus this thing, and I killed this, and then it would come down to a 50-50 with Mence. So sucks to be me, I guess. He's gonna go for the Gunk Shot with Greninja, which is a really like powerful hitting move because he's Protean and Greninja is stupid and it's such a good Pokemon. But I'm gonna click Toxic. I knew that his typing would be poison, but I don't have Moonblast. I don't have a way of killing this. It sucks. He's gonna go for another Gunk Shot and hit the Gunk Shot, which is awesome for him. And then next I'm going to go into my Lucario, and my Lucario is my way out of this game. I click E-Speed on this Pokemon, kill it easily. And then after that, I have to decide what I want to do versus Mence. It's a big 50-50. It is a very, very big 50-50. However, I do see a way out of it. I can click Meteor Mash first. If he clicks Earthquake and kills me, my Mega Latios' Draco Meteor guaranteed kills him. So does my P2's Ice Beam. If he clicks Dragon Dance as I click Meteor Mash into E-Speed kills him. So no matter what, Meteor Mash is my best play. The differential would just be lower if I got that play wrong. So, which fun fact, him clicking Dragon Dance right there knocked him out of playoffs because I won 3-0 instead of winning 2-0, which sucks. Like, I feel terrible that that one differential point, that one misplay knocked my boy Matt O'Shea out of playoffs. Super good game to my buddy Matt though. I wish I clicked SD, then that game, I feel like that game would have been much more in my favor, which kind of sort of sucks, but it is what it is. If you guys did enjoy these Citra Wi-Fi battles, please let me know. Realistically, this is my first time doing it, so me trying everything out on screen. I'm sorry for the lag in the beginning, but I do kind of want to get more used to doing Citra Wi-Fi battles and doing like an upload like Wednesday of just a regular Wi-Fi battle on Citra. If you guys do want to see that, please let me know down in the comments below. But with that, we are heading to playoffs. We do have a bye week next week, so you won't see anything for ICBA. But guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.